IT in the D, only on rawradiox.com.
No, forget the glass, Woodhouse. Just give me the pitcher. For I am a sinner in the hands of an angry God. Bloody Mary, full of vodka, blessed are you among cocktails. Pray for me now, and at the hour of my death, which I hope is soon. Amen.
Conan, what is best in life? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
Excuse me, sir, is this the Delta House?
Sure. Come on in.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
This is the ladies' man.
I was banging on the wang.
Woo! I can't say no, and I don't really want to, so I'm...
Well, especially with the back doors open.
We just lost our clean tag on iTunes.
Woo! No, I'm sorry, honey, I have a headache.
Woo! You're not very informative, but wow, are you entertaining.
Woo! How much scotch did you drink that night, by the way?
Half a bottle.
Okay, then shut the hell up.
Woo! You're in your underwear, I'm in my underwear. Here, let's hang out.
Really? Should we talk about this? Tag team it.
Woo!
Woo! I may have to wipe the geek off.
Woo!
Am I the meanest?
Sure enough.
Am I the prettiest?
Sure enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Sure enough.
Well, who am I?
Sure enough.
The Shogun of Harlem.
You're so white right now.
Shut up. Stop talking.
Woo!
How are we not sponsored by PBR and Slim Jim yet? Damn it.
Take him to Detroit.
No! No, not Detroit! No! No, please! Anything but that! No!
I used to hang out at the Magumba Bar. It was a rough place, the seediest dive on the wharf, populated with every reject and cutthroat from Bombay to Calcutta. It's worse than Detroit.
You will never find the more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
Then don't come! Shut up!
Yeah, I can't take that position.
I don't know who brought that bell in, but Bob's got a new toy.
Guess Captain Soundboard doesn't know how to run the soundboard.
Are we at a break yet?
So, what would you little maniacs like to do first?
The question isn't what are we going to do, the question is what aren't we going to do.
Ludicrous speed! Go!
And we are live. Episode
barely
live. The IT and the D show, episode 20.
We had barely legal, Canadian legal, and barely live.
This is barely alive. This is the IT and the D show.
I think we just found the name.
Presented by DetroitNet.org here in the Raw Radio X studios in beautiful Midtown Detroit, Michigan. As always, you are here with Bob the Sales Guy, Dave the Geek, Jeff the Voice of Reason. We are here with Hive and Stephanie Goodrich from Secure 24. We are with April, who is the Director of Small Business Development. Greetings.
Initiatives.
Hi.
Initiatives.
How are you all?
Phenomenal.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to be here. And we repeat offender Stephanie here from Secure 24. Rockstar Recruiter is going to be talking about ways to not get hired.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, or reasons why you're
to
not
get hired or not get higher.
Hired.
Oh, hired.
H-I-R.
Tentacles. NT. Big difference.
Big difference.
So, yeah.
So, you know what? I was thinking on the way here, this is, since this is episode 20, if people are here for the first time, I just kind of want to do some business real quick. If anyone needed any background on us, hit us up on the web, DetroitNet.org, kind of read the history. We've been around since probably 2008 doing this full time.
Being serious, yeah.
Being serious.
One in the first incarnation.
Yeah, it started off as a networking group. We're kind of...
This is like the next generation.
We're branching out like...
I'm not shaving my head.
2.0?
No.
We're very... This is very web 2.0.
Yeah, web 2.0, right.
We wanted to hear ourselves talk, so we do this radio show and then listen to ourselves all week. We're narcissists. But
you are in sales, so
I am in sales. I am.
Yeah.
But IT and the D is the radio show, and there's a blog series out called "Don't Be That Guy: How Not to Suck At," ways to how not to suck at interviewing for a job. There's a bunch of good stuff to read out there.
And there's the whole dating corollary series about why networking and job searching and dating have a lot more similarities than more people like to either admit or acknowledge.
Absolutely.
Or realize.
The whole point of us getting together was to get the IT community in Detroit together, kind of branched out into finding people work. And lo and behold, here we sit.
Yeah, we're the first people that say it's the whole finding.
We're the anti-group.
Well, we're closing in at 600 people that have found jobs through our events now. It's your overwhelming femininity. It's just awesome.
Sorry. Keeping it real.
Well, that's how you met Bob, apparently, earlier in the night.
That's right. Yeah, how does that story go in the parking lot?
Oh, yeah, phenomenal moment. Bob walks into 3rd Street, which is our little gathering place before we come over here, and he says, oh, dude, he's like, I got out of my car, and I had this huge burp building up, and I get out of my car and just... And he's like, and I look to my left, and there's this girl just standing there, and I'm like, oh, shit. So he walks in, and I'm like, how much you want to bet that's going to be our guest for the night? Sure enough,
she walks in right behind him.
April comes walking in. Are you Dave? I go, yep. I look at Bob. He goes, yep. And I'm like, here we go.
And we're off. It kind of went downhill from there.
The evening,
right.
I have to say.
But no, so I mean,
Class with a capital C.
Right. No, so I mean, the group's been around for a long, long time. And yeah, I mean, the fact that we've helped 600 and some odd people to find jobs through our events now is a ridiculous, happy byproduct of what we are and what we do.
People actually listen to us. I don't understand.
Yeah, that still stuns me. And on that note, so just to again cover some business. So our phone number is 313-462-0107. If you want to call in throughout the night, you can.
No one's going to call.
Yeah, they hardly ever do, unless it's Russ calling in from Ethiopia.
Don't be afraid.
You can hit us up on Twitter at IT and the D, or you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/IT and the D.
So last week,
well, before we do have our event Thursday night that I want to make sure we get to.
Sorry.
Yeah, we actually have more business this time to talk about.
This Thursday we are over at Falling Down Beer Company.
Bob's just so excited to get going.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Bob's like chomping at the bit for this one.
Got so many things screwed up.
So many topics, so little time.
The emails are flying today.
So yeah, Falling Down Beer Company Thursday night, 5:01 start time, just like always.
Double IPA.
Yep. The double
Reuben
IPA,
egg rolls.
Reuben egg rolls.
Yeah, Reuben egg rolls and Ninja chicken.
No, there was 2 IT guys that wanted to start a brewery, and they actually went and did it. Not like me. That talks about doing stuff and never does it. He actually went and did it.
Yeah, they're actually living Bob's dream right now.
Idea man.
Yeah, but I'm not the
executor.
Yeah, no, he's not the executor.
I get the POs. I don't implement the data centers.
He talks to the geeks. So go make that happen.
Right.
That's right. I talk to the engineers. So the clients.
He's got people skills.
Exactly.
Unlike us, we don't have people skills.
But yeah, so by all means, Falling Down Beer Company.
Obviously.
Clearly. And all this information's out on our site. It's DetroitNet.org, which we actually just kind of refreshed a little bit. Through
is that what you call it?
Yeah. You want to know what I call it? We can get this live on the air if you want to. There, Skippy. So yeah, we launched a new look.
Dave got angry. Dave fixed things, and then yell at us.
Hulk smash!
I'm going to make a decision.
So yeah, all the info about our events, including the one this Thursday, our upcoming shows, our December event. We had Russ call in last week from Ethiopia. That's actually coming up a lot quicker than normal because it is our December event. We pulled that up a week just to kind of avoid all the Christmas chaos and holiday parties and all that fun, happy hoo-ha. That'll be December 12th out at Rochester Hills at Rochester Mills.
It's a great event. The last 2 years was well attended. Tons of donations to send over the Michigan troops. We appreciate.
We'll have folks showing up in uniform.
And their families. More importantly, it's all for Michigan.
All Michigan troops and families. That's the entire point. So, Bob, which one of our opening topics this evening would you like to dive into?
This is the one that makes me the most angry because I was me and
only one of them.
Jeff and I went to the roasting plant. Right? Was it Friday?
Yeah,
right?
It was Friday
And
morning.
I said, I'm getting to the, we talk about joking about Google Plus sucks, right? It's the gym membership. Everybody rushes to sign up, but no one uses it. It's dead. It's wasteland. And with the whole forcing people to YouTube to use your Google Plus, I said, I'm just going to delete Google Plus. And Jeff drops the bomb on me. He says, you're going to wipe out your phone if you do that.
If you delete your Google Plus account, you delete your Google ID.
Really?
Is that true?
Yes.
So that one was,
I never use Google Plus ever.
You can't escape it.
Yeah, that's what I said. I goes,
this is the 4th time this evening where I've been slack-jawed, speechless.
The audible gasp.
I know. There's like dead air there for a second.
I like Gmail. I like Google Maps.
Yeah, I like the calendar.
I like the calendar.
Yeah. I don't like your crappy social networking site.
I don't like the social. Yeah, it's not a social network site.
No, it isn't. I think it's more of a business tool, actually.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of marketers that use it for.
And I think that.
But who are they talking to? Each other?
That's the problem. It's an echo chamber, unfortunately.
Well, don't you think that the IT community has adopted it? Because most of
not really.
You don't think?
Well, no one uses Talk. Circles is a good tool, but
I mean, yes, there are like in my industry, there are a lot of people that use Google Chat and use
Hangout. Is where it's coming in.
Yeah, the Hangouts. That's where it's coming into play.
That's the WebEx killer.
And I don't know, like who doesn't have a Gmail account, right?
Right.
So that's where it's coming into play. But Google is adopting. Right? Yeah, my mom doesn't have a Gmail account either. But Google is trying to make everything and all of their properties tied to Google Plus.
And I think if you have the Google Plus, and I think it has something to do with your search too, the more robust your Google Plus platform is and your profile is, the better your search results
and we actually
Really?
we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, it's
where
like,
Google
the friend searches, so like it's pulling in relevant results.
Exactly.
Oh, basically like, Dave found when he searched for that topic. Oh, I don't want to know that.
More to the point, I don't want to know what you're out there searching on. Yeah, I don't know, but I mean, we had talked about that a couple weeks ago.
It's not supposed to be like the Google Facebook. That's not the whole point.
Well,
I think it's more of,
that's what people took it as when it first came out.
Yeah, but I think they did a bad job kind of marketing it.
I mean, we had to talk,
communicating
but
about it.
It used to be that you could log out of Google and do a Google search and come up with the results, and then open up another browser, open up another tab, log into Google, and do the same exact search and have different results. And it was all based on your friends, your activity, whatever it is that Google could see. Well, now, if you're logged in or logged out, it's all based on IP and relevance. So you could be logged in or not, and your search results are pulled in based on your IP.
Well, they've always had a geolocation component to the stuff that they do. I mean, that's no surprise. But I mean, it's still different. I mean, they will customize things as much as you allow them to customize things.
Exactly.
Well,
and everyone that has an Android phone now, that's the caveat, right? Is I don't want to use Google Plus. I'm just going to delete it. Well, that's tied to your. You can't use an Android phone without having be logged into
Android
Google.
Phones want the Google Plus just because I know that a lot of the people that I've talked to, and the only reason I did it is because of all the privacy settings that Facebook shares and all the information that Facebook shares, and Google, from what I understand, is a little bit more private.
Well, when you get an Android, obviously you type in your Gmail, and it plugs in all your contacts.
Yeah,
and it has everything backed up. You're done. It's
There's
the best invention, probably, that everyone that says, "Oh my God, message me," or contacts. You still do that? Like, what do you have, a clam phone?
I lost my phone.
It's like my Motorola Razr. Hold on, let me pull that out.
The problem though with Google Plus is, like you brought up, April, is when it came out, like, remember how we had this argument, and he said, well, I want LinkedIn to be this. Well, I want Twitter to be that. Well, no, it is what it is.
Yeah, you don't get to make those rules.
Right. They did. And the problem was Google.
I'm going to complain about a service that I use for free.
Right.
Well, and that's the part that everybody misses. When you don't pay for something, guess what? You are the product.
You are the product.
But Google did an awful job in telling people what they were.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
like, hey, we're here for this.
Everyone has the wrong idea of what they thought it was, the Facebook.
Yeah,
Google Facebook.
Right.
That's not what it is. I mean,
I still don't know what it is.
Right. That's a problem.
It's a gym membership that nobody uses.
It's the gym membership of the internet. Everybody rushes to sign up, and then nobody actually goes.
But it's kind of like, it's kind of like with the circles thing. It's like, I don't want people to see my face when I chat. Just let me type and come on.
Well, didn't you say there was a huge backlash for the whole YouTube thing, right? So you can't leave anonymous comments on YouTube.
Oh, no, they forced me to use my name.
Right.
Well, and that gets
so I can't say anything naughty on YouTube.
Should we put in the disclaimer now? This is a first world problem.
Totally. Kidding.
But it's not a first. It's not just a first world problem. If you get into the
I might go eat popcorn, one pop all the way. So.
Right? Yeah, the free beer isn't cold enough. But no, so I mean, we've talked about this where the anonymous posting. Yes, it absolutely feeds into trolls and trolling and all that fun. I mean, but it does. It does protect people.
You're the bravest when you're anonymous on the internet.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody's got keyboard courage.
Keyboard courage. Exactly.
Or some people that have 3,200 Facebook names can be anonymous. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more.
Speaking of, you were talking about how the phone geotags, right? Did you guys, the video that I sent you that you posted on?
Yeah, the social media experiment was outstanding.
Guy does this. I don't know if you've seen this, April or Steph. The guy does a social media.
There's a great video. I threw it out on the ITND Facebook or the Twitter account. No, and it's also out on the Facebook page at facebook.com/ITND. Seriously, it's called Social Media Experiment. Go watch it. It's outstanding.
Yeah, so the guy goes around and he sees like all the Instagram photos and all the Facebook photos. Well, they're geotagged. So he's in a public place and he walks up to girls.
He's
on
the sidewalk. Yeah.
Well, all he did was open up the app and say, show me what's near me.
Yeah. Then he recognized it and he said, hey, are you Emily? And she's like, what? It's like, your last name is like, Smith.
And you've got a white poodle.
Yeah. And by the way, happy birthday. And she's like, how do you know it's my birthday? How dare you?
He totally turned it into the whole, the fake psychic cold reading thing.
Oh,
where he was playing it up. He was like, I'm getting something with a mic, and of course he already knows like her boyfriend's name is Mike. And she's like, oh my god. And there were two guys that like legitimately freaked out on him.
Stop invading my privacy.
Yeah,
One guy got all bent out of shape.
He didn't sign the release. He was the only one that had like the blurred face.
Right. Well, I mean, did you watch?
There was a couple on that had blurred faces.
Well, did you watch any of the follow-up videos, which was the reveal?
I want to do that now.
Just go up to people.
Well, and that's the point. Is
I had a
it's
girl
not
come up to me. Hold on.
private if you post it publicly, Einstein.
Yeah, you have no right to get all bent out of shape if I'm like trolling you on social media. If you're publishing your life, it's out there. I'm sorry.
I had a girl come up to me on Muldoon's and says, "Oh my God, you're Bob Del."